Hey, what's up guys, Devil Dog Gamer here, bringing you part dose of my Battlefield 3 commentary. But yeah, I think I left off talking about map sizes. I think so, yeah. But anyways, take for example, Caspian Border. That's a 64 player map. Consoles only have 24 players. So most of the time you spend it running around, you know, grabbing points. Every once in a while you see people. But I think it doesn't have, you know, the chaos that it should, you know, because I can only imagine how it is with 64 players. I mean, every corner you turn, there'd be somebody sitting there and shooting at you. And that's the kind of action I miss, because I've run around Caspian Border and I've only gotten 3 kills, just, you know, running around, you know, staying away from the points. But some of the main areas that you should run into people, there's nobody around. You think of it this way, you got 4 jets total, two to three helicopters in the map. Well, so 4 jets, it's 4 people flying. And you got the helicopters, 2 people each, that's another 4 people, so that's 8 people. 8 people out of 24 now in the air. Then you got somebody in a tank, you know. So it's not, you don't really get the opportunities that you should to get these kills and whatnot, because, you know, most of the people are in, pretty much half the players are in a vehicle. So I don't know, it's something that I thought I'm actually contemplating, because I'm liking this game so much. I'm actually contemplating building myself a nice little gamer rig for PC and playing it with 64 players, because I can only imagine how awesome that is. But as it stands right now, my computer cannot run it, so I'm SOL. But anyways, yeah, I've been into this game pretty hardcore lately. Like tonight I got off work and I was like, I'll go play like a round or 2 real quick before I head off to the gym. Yeah, I lost track of time. Next thing I know, it's 1 a.m. Too late to go to the gym. So it's been getting a hold of me, taking control of my life. But I'm not gonna let it do that. But I'm actually in the works. I got a little bit of clips rolling right now for a montage. I got some pretty cool stuff. If you haven't already, I have posted up a 6-man kill feed that's pretty awesome. That's probably going to put that into the montage. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how many clips I have total by the end of it. But yeah, so far my favorite class weapon setup would probably have to be Engineer with the G36 suppressed and EOTech, and then the front grip. And, let's see, I think I used the G18 with it, the Glock 18 full auto, and the Explosive Expert, and then the small or RPG or whatever, you know. Because the Javelin right now, there's not a lot of people who are dropping SOFLAMs, so I don't see a real need to use the Javelin. I don't know. If I start seeing a lot more people dropping SOFLAMs, I'll bust out the Javelin. I wish I could use it, because it really is an awesome weapon system. From what I've seen when I did use it, it disabled tanks in 2 hits, which is, you know, it takes like 3 or 4 with an RPG or small. So, I mean, I wish more people would drop SOFLAMs, so that way you could actually use the Javelin, but in time, I guess, it's still a new game, people are trying to figure it out, you know. So, lately I've been using the shotgun, the 870. My personal feelings on that is it is a little overpowered. I can understand why they added the extra power to it, because it is really slow on the reloads. So you'd be at kind of a disadvantage if you had to take 3 shots to actually kill somebody. Most times you get 1 to 2 shots with it, and then you take somebody out. So it is a little overpowered. I've done quite a few rounds. Yeah, you like that. I heard that guy. I like those. See, this is why I bought Turtle Beaches, because I can hear people walking up behind me. So I heard that guy coming up around, and I bet that was the last thing he was expecting. But yeah. When I use the 870, I usually use the 870 on like stuff like Metro, or I would use it on this map, a lot of close quarter stuff. Because when you get out to the long range, it starts getting a little tricky, and you're gonna end up, you know, having to dump 3 or 4 blasts into somebody before you drop them. So I kind of just stay away from it on like long range maps and whatnot. Yeah, the G36 though, I'm liking the G36. I've already maxed out my support class and my engineer class, so I have all those unlocks. Support, I like the support. The saw and the 240 Bravo I like a lot. They're probably my favorite of the light machine guns. You throw an infrared scope on those and you can just pick people off all day long. Sniper rifles, I haven't really gotten much into sniper rifles. This is probably the most sniping I did during any match. I'm not really liking the system. The long range, it's pretty tricky, and for some reason, if you miss a shot, then somebody busts out with their assault rifle and just mows you down for some. I don't understand it. But from what I'm hearing, the M40A5 is pretty overpowered. Pretty much drops people in one shot. So I'm kind of rushing to try to unlock that, seeing if I can get some good kill feeds or something for a montage with that. But yeah. So I usually right now what I'm doing to unlock quickly is I'm actually using the UMP 45 in my recon class, and I just play like I normally do, just minus any like rocket launchers or dropping ammo or reviving people. That's another thing. The assault class, I don't even have my defibrillators unlocked. I haven't played that class much at all. Here's my thing about it. It is an important class, and a lot of people are going to hate on me for this, but it is an important class, reviving all your buddies and whatnot. But I feel, personally, that I shouldn't go out of my way to go run across the street and go revive somebody who picked a bad position to begin with and got himself killed. That's my personal opinion on it. I'm not here to help out the noobs and revive them every time they go down because they're standing out in the middle of the open. And there's actually a lot of people I've seen do that, like where I had one round where I came around a corner and there were like 3 or 4 guys there. So I got killed. I was like, whatever. All of a sudden I hadn't hit, the guy revived me, and I'm like, what the hell? So then I get mowed down again. So I'm sitting there having to decline it because the guy's reviving me from around the corner. I'm like, why would you revive someone who got shot going down a hallway and there's guys down there that are going to kill him? That's stupid. Why the hell would you revive somebody? But that's the kind of stuff I see a lot. And that's why I'm kind of staying away from the assault class right now. I'll save that to unlock last. Yeah, but the DLC for this, I'm really excited for. I really wanted them to put it out right when it came, with the game. That would have been pretty cool. But I'm hoping sometime. I think they said sometime next year they're gonna release it. I don't know. But that'll be pretty cool. Apparently the 10 Battlefield 2 weapons that they unlock, you'll be able to use in every other map also. So you're pretty much getting a weapons DLC, which never really happens in these kind of games, where you get extra weapons added. So that'll actually be pretty cool. So I'll be looking forward to that, seeing what I can get done with it. The jackhammer is going to be my personal favorite. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's a nice little double kill. Here I think it is. It's either here or the next building. But the spawn system in Conquest. Yeah, it's this one. I mean, you'll see it. And they keep spawning here. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's the thing about the Conquest. Like, look at that. Right in front of me. Jesus. Forgot how bad that was. But I mean, spawn system in Conquest, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, see how it is now. They're all spawning on that market point or whatever it is. And it automatically drops them in that room. It doesn't detect that I'm in the room, and it just throws them down right in front of me. So, pretty much, I stand there and just wipe the whole freaking squad. So, that's one of my complaints with Conquest. But, I don't know. It's one of those things that they're not really going to fix, and they're not going to do anything else with it. So, you might as well just deal with it. The Scar, I like the Scar. I like it with the ACOG. I don't really like to play it with any other kind of optics on it. And suppressed, it's pretty good for long range. Long range, I'll drop it in a single shot. That's one of the things I do sometimes. If I have a weapon that does that is a lot of recoil or muzzle rise when I'm firing full auto, I'll drop it into select fire, like the single shot or the 2-round burst, and just take my time on the shots. I don't really see the reason just to waste ammo when you're only going to get 1 or 2 rounds hitting anyways. So that's just my opinion on it. And it works most of the times. It's not really a good idea to play like a round like Metro and run and gun with single shot. That's not really going to work too well. But yeah, I'm going to have a lot of content coming up soon. I'm going to have hot girls playing games where I'm going to have some attractive female friends of mine come over, play some first-person shooters. I'll put the gameplay up, but I'll be recording them while they're playing, so that'll be playing up in the corner of the gameplay. So I'm working the details of that up now, so I'll try to do that once a week. Monday I'm going to post my first Marine Corps Mondays, where I do a commentary, but I talk about my time in the Marines. So check back for that on Monday. And I'm going to start posting some gameplay, no commentary. See how you guys like that. So let me know. Alright, and this is wrapping it up. And I think we win.